my God. Oh, how is America going to decide how they're going to vote? There were so many great performances tonight. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. Ooh, I'm just starting to trip all that. I'm gonna start coughing and stuff like that. Alright, here we go. You're finally at the live show. Yes, sirree, and voting, public voting starts, and this is gonna be so cool. Tonight, the top 20 compete for America's vote. TeamAdam and TeamBlake perform. 10 of them perform tonight, 10 of them perform tomorrow night. And I don't know how that's going to work out with it's only an hour show, but we'll see what happens. And someone will be going home on Thursday night, so that's the change. They're going to have the show from 8 to 9 on Thursday night. I believe X Factor is also eliminating on Thursday night, so you know brother going to be watching X Factor. So hopefully Friday I'll get that commentary up for you for the voice for the elimination show. First up we had Flow Rider featuring Christina Aguilera. They performed How I Feel. Oh my God, see this is one thing I like about these performances too. You get the coaches to sing and having the talent and stuff like that. Christina opened this up singing with the full bebop kind of treatment, you know, kind of the Gatsby thing. I wrote, does this song actually sample Feeling Good? I suppose so, because she kept coming in with it on the chorus. Okay, so even in heels, she was so much shorter than Flow Rider. He was kind of chilling and having a good time with his rhymes and everything, very laid back. So it was just kind of like, okay, what's going on? She was all full force and he was kind of laid back, so it was kind of, you know, what did you think of the performance? Then we had TeamBlake with Shelbie doing Fancy by Reba McIntyre, and from the first note she was killing this song. Blake wasted his breath telling her that she needed to be confident on the song. She already had that nailed, right? She was all up into the story and giving all the sass that she already showed us. She's really a star already. I mean, just the way she just handled that stage and just walked and did her thing, and just everything about her screams star. The low notes weren't so great. She was trying to hit the bottom notes, but she didn't flinch trying to hit them. She just boom, did her thing and just went on back up and really brought it in the meat of her range. She really brought that great sound. Christina congratulated her on getting married. She just got married and said she loves her growls and how she brings it home. Ceelo said she's consistently charismatic. Adam was looking really clean cut and Gatsby-esque with the Gatsby thing tonight and told her he was very attentive to the experience she created and called it a flawless performance. Next up was TeamAdam with James Wolpert doing A Case of You by Joni Mitchell, and he picked up his guitar to clothe himself, he said, and seemed to be very personal in this performance. I loved when he went into his falsetto, gave it such tenderness, and I liked that he brought some nice, intense, bigger moments also, and gave us a little riff near the end, you know, before closing it out. I was like, oh, go ahead on, brother. Blake told him he can't be a geek and be that awesome. Christina had to look at her notes to remember his name, right? And said this makes sense for him, and he was able to ground himself in this song. Ceelo complimented Adam on the song choice and told James, great job. Yeah, really good song choice. And of course, thank you so much for choosing Robert Anton's commentary. Please thumb it up before you go out. Please, 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 if you're enjoying it, let me know that you're enjoying it. Also, let other people know so they can come over and join the discussion. Thanks again. Next up, we had TeamBlake with Nick Hawk doing Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. And of course, we do this on the band gigs, and this is a fun song to sing, and he was having a problem with the falsetto in the opening, but had some nice little changes in the melody. I missed a lot of the backgrounds that should have been going on to help him out, and there were background singers, but they weren't doing all the extra stuff that really hypes up the song. I was loving when he broke into the rap, and that was pretty hype right there, and he nailed that with his own little style. Christina said it was a ton of fun and commended him for all he did on stage. Ceelo told him he loves to see him perform. Adam said he's such an entertaining guy and said he's proud of him. And Nick told Blake, and Blake related this to the audience, Nick told Blake that the singing could have been a little better. And I wrote good for him. You know, it's good to enjoy yourself and do everything you got to do. And you know you did a good job, but he understands and he realizes that the singing wasn't quite on point. So kudos for that guy. Continue to be a perfectionist. That's what's really needed. It's great when you can recognize your weakness, but still be proud of your work. TeamBlake was up next with Boudreaux, who did Home by Marc Broussard. There seemed to be some issue coming into the song. I don't know if the mic wasn't up or if he wasn't quite sure when to come in. I don't know what happened, but he quickly recovered and got into his groove. I really like when this went into the old spiritual part of the song, and he handled it very well. I like this performance, but was hoping it wouldn't be the performance of the night. When Blake was like, I was like, it wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't, you know. Christina said it was the most connected she'd seen him. Adam said he did an incredible job. Next up, we had TeamBlake with Austin Jenckes doing She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowes. And I could listen to Austin's voice all day. day, and he had a nice little way of dragging the endings of words in the opening verse. He seemed to be really getting into it, enjoying himself and the story when a little pace came in with the drums, and he was practically dancing on his stool. I wish he could have just picked up the mic and, you know, got on his feet and got his dance on or whatever, but he stayed put and gave us a big note and the tender ending. It was very nice. Christina said he sings with so much heart. Ceelo talked about his excellent strength and conviction. Adam called him an incredible vocalist and said he'd like to take Austin out on a Harley. Random stuff, right? TeamAdam was up next with Gray doing Still Into You by Paramore. And she's such a likable person to me, and I didn't think she nailed the attitude of the song, but the vocals sounded good. And as this went along, I was kind of missing a point of view. I didn't think she had I just didn't get it. I just didn't feel like maybe she didn't get it or she didn't have time to connect to it. At one point she had a little vocal burp going on, but she's a consummate performer. She just kept going, did her thing, reinvested, kept moving on. I think maybe this song was just a little difficult for her and not totally into her muscle memory. You know, they get into this stuff so fast they don't have time to really get it into their body, and I just think that it wasn't quite there. Blake told her he wanted to steal her and called her dominant on stage. Ceelo said she breathed life into the song and he enjoyed it. TeamAdam was up next with Will Champlin doing Secrets by One Republic, and he started at the piano, laid back, and his take on the playing was sparse but had such nice little hits in it, almost gospel hits. And then he stood up to finish the song. I'm writing this as I go along, and I was enjoying his total commitment and his kind of quirky, angsty movements. He has such an amazing range and made his way back to the piano at the biggest part of the song, which was just a little off-putting because he was trying to get the mic back into the piano and stuff. But you know what? He did not miss a beat vocally, so that was good. But still, just seeing him trying to work with it was kind of like, they could have worked that out better for him. I thought it was a beautiful rendition of the song. Christina said it was beautiful and touching and said he puts his soul and heart into it. Ceelo said he loved the whole look and called it dynamic and definitive. Adam said he has a special gift and he put on the performance of his life tonight. Do you agree? Oh, and I wrote, did you think he topped Ray Boudreaux? Tell me down in the comments. Please do. Tell me down in the comments, because that'll be interesting to see what you guys say. TeamAdam was up next with Preston Pohl doing Nothing on You by B.o.B featuring Bruno Mars. And when he started this song, I really didn't think it was the best choice for his voice and style. And as it got into the more rhythmic sections, I really felt like it didn't show him off very well. He was a little behind the beat sometimes, and his rich tones were kind of lost in this melody. And even at points where he was doing the higher part, it seemed to me the ruffle was there, but it also seemed like he was straining and almost screaming. I wrote, it'll be interesting to hear what the coaches have to say. And we get the spin. This is, I mean, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, this is definitely the spin. Blake said he was blown away and talked about his pocket, passion, and pitch. Christina talked about his rasp. Ceelo seemed to be tempering his words at first, kind of thought for a second and didn't really talk about this performance very much, except that he said, oh, you did great, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so tell me what you guys thought. Did you agree with the coaches or not? TeamBlake was up next with Vosbury doing Maggie Made by Rod Stewart. Wow, how are they going to choose? Okay, so there were so many people tonight that I absolutely loved their sound, and the performances were great. I like the kind of, for this performance, I like the kind of twangy treatment of this song while Cole was singing like a bluesy rock artist. It's kind of this juxtaposition going on. He mentioned how he didn't want to emulate Rod Stewart like his ear wanted him to, because sometimes when you're singing a song and that person is so much in your ear, the way they do it, you kind of have a hard time trying to get away from that. But I felt like I did hear some Rod in there, but he also did some nice little turns that were very original and personal and very much his style. Christina called him consistent and said she's a fan. Ceelo said he supports him unconditionally. Adam told him he regretted not turning around for him and called him incredible. TeamAdam was up last with Tessanne doing Many Rivers to Cross by Jimmy Cliff. And Tess had me swaying and doing this song, because she was doing so many great things, so many nice choices, very well connected, and a stellar vocal. Just the best of the night for me. This was one of those breakout performances in a night of several stellar performances. Adam stood for her and she was crying as the crowd applauded. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the only time anyone stood for anyone tonight. Christina said from day one she knew Tess was capable of gorgeous soaring vocals. Ceelo said they saved the best for last and she makes him feel things. Adam said she has a golden soul and a mind-boggling talent. What did you guys think of the performances tonight? Did you vote, and who did you vote for? Ways to vote. You can vote by calling. They're 800-888, whatever the number is. You can call 10 times up for each phone number or whatever for each user. Sprint users can text. You can download the song on iTunes and it will count for 5 times the votes if it makes it into the top 10. Right now it's 5 times the vote. You can vote via app and also on Facebook and the website. Alright, so I have to go and edit this and vote. So tell me what you thought down in the comments. Make sure to check out some of my other videos. I went to the YouTube Music Awards and I'll be posting videos about that. I did like kind of behind the scenes, kind of my take on how it happened on my Robert Anton Vlogs channel. Please go and check that out. And I can't even take off my little VIP thing. I don't want to take it off. Oh my God. I'm out. Peace.